What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. I'm your host, Greg Wave. Today I'm coming to you guys with 7 things I wish I knew before I started. For one is the rental program. If you haven't seen my rental program video, go watch it because I'm giving you all the details and what it really looks like to rent a vehicle from Lyft. And it's been a really solid program. I'm very happy that I've done it. So renting a car is the first thing I wish I knew. Be sure to check out that other video if you don't know much about it. Number 2 is the sign-up bonuses. I only hit one of the sign-up bonuses. The other one I missed. And there's actually a way you can still get it. And we have a video on that as well. So make sure you check out that video on the sign-up bonuses. Number 3 is the scams. There was so many things I just didn't look for when I started. I do have a scam video, so I listed, I believe, 7 pretty notorious Lyft and Uber scams, so make sure you check out that video as well. But I got hosed by a lot of things, and I did a lot of things that I shouldn't have done when I started driving because I just thought it was what I was supposed to do. So that, be very wary. Like that's really my biggest piece of advice on the scams and stuff, is just constantly be wary and make sure you're always adhering to the Lyft and Uber rules, because in general, if you do, you won't really get scammed. It's the second you try to start, oh, I'm just going to do these extra things because I'll probably get tipped. That's when it starts getting shaky and people take advantage of you. Number 4 is, this is an interesting one. I put this in there for a reason though, is just a lot of rides not being so fun. When I first started, I had just high expectations because I'm very bubbly. If I get in your car as a passenger, I will talk your ear off for one, but I'll be very nice at the same time. And so my naive self when I started kind of expected this from everyone. I was like, okay, so everyone's going to be all cheery, yippee-yi-yay. And then people started getting in and just weren't so nice. I actually got a bad rating before for talking too much. And I just wasn't, at the time, good at, reading if someone wanted to talk. And so I was just yapping away, asking questions, talking. How's your work? Where do you work? What do you do? Do you enjoy it? How's your family? Do you have kids? How old are they? Oh, that's so precious. Just being the very annoying driver. And so I learned really quick that a lot of rides just aren't as fun as I thought they were. And that's something to know. You're going to give some bad rides. You're going to meet some jerks. This isn't a utopia. So just bear that in mind. And if you do have bad rides, don't let it discourage you to the point where you don't want to do it anymore. Just know there's some just jerky people. So let them be jerks and have a jerk life. And you just keep thinking and believing that each passenger is going to be great and you're going to have a great conversation with them. Let's see. Number 5 is that driving isn't as scary as you think it is. This was another thing I was very intimidated of when I was driving, is the amount of driving I would be doing. Because before Uber and Lyft, I'd done some road trips, but I hadn't really ever done a lot of driving as far as every day for a year, putting in a good amount of miles, or, every weekend. So what I learned really quick is that it's really not so scary. Just be a defensive driver, be very alert and stay alert, and it's not that scary. So if you're looking into this, but you don't really, you get scared about driving, don't worry about it too much. This will build your confidence. The best way to get better at something is just to do it. So you'll become a better driver if you stick with it, but you just can't quit. Number 6 is the networking. Man, I network so much in Uber and Lyft, and I'm really not just saying this. I meet some amazing people that I work with, that I hang out with, and my biggest regret is that when I first started, I wasn't really proactive with trying to establish connections with people. If you're in a sales market, or if you're in the arts, and basically any market where you have to pitch yourself or pitch to people, you really need to be utilizing this the right way. Real quick, what I'll say on this is that the easiest way is just to start a simple conversation, because eventually they'll be, okay, well, what do you do? So for me, when I'm talking to someone, and I generally ask how their day is going, and they usually say something about their work. Oh, okay, what do you do for work? So now what's the natural thing that any human being's going to do? Oh, I do this, this, and this. What about you? So now I get this golden chance to pitch myself. And so I tell them, oh, I work for, I do sales for such and such company, and I do a lot of acting as well. So now if it's someone that knows about the company I work for, and maybe they've considered it, I've got a warm lead, someone I can possibly pitch to if the conversation keeps going well, or at least get them a business card. And if they're in the film industry, even better. Now they know I'm an actor and they might ask to see some of my work, and then I show them some of my work. So that's a simple way. I mean, it's very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Just be a natural human being and you can meet some amazing people doing this. Number 7, my final tip of the video is your mileage. For 1, make sure you're writing it off. For 2, be very careful about it. I was so guilty when I first started of driving aimlessly, which I've done multiple videos I've told you guys not to do. And I was blowing gas and I was just chalking up the miles. And the worst part was I wasn't even writing them off, because Uber and Lyft only records your in-ride miles. So only when a passenger's in your car. The mileage to go pick them up, the mileage to do whatever else you're doing, they don't record for you. So you have to record it. That is very, very, very important. That is going to be a massive difference in what your taxes look like at the end of the year. So yeah, guys, that is my video. In conclusion, just do your research on things, do your research on Uber and Lyft. I really feel like the best thing you can do is read a lot of articles online, watch a lot of my videos. I share a lot of content, and most of it is stuff that I have learned the hard way from. So avoid having to go through the things I went through. So I hope you guys got some out of this. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep pumping stuff out for you guys. Hope you guys are crushing it with the tips and the rides. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great rest of your day.